All right, well, we're live.
Hey there.
We've got one thumbs up so far, but everybody's still over on the other page. I asked Jana to go over and let people know over there that we're over here. So, yeah. I can't believe that it didn't work. I need my little, that's all right, right there. I'll just set it right here. I need my little thing that I had in the house. Yep, anyway, my phone seems to work the best.
Yeah.
I'm about done with this.
Look at that.
I'm about done with this laptop.
I'd take that laptop and make an artificial reef out of it is what I would do.
Yeah.
I would definitely take it in there.
Yeah, I'm about had it with it.
Well, hello, friends.
Hello,
neighbors.
Jana. Jana's on there. Hopefully she shared it with the other group. There's Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah. What about my shirt there, Tom?
Yes, sir. How about my shirt, Tom?
Yeah, that is nice. And he just fresh back from Florida.
Yes, yes. Welcome, race fans, to another edition of
Nascar Pit Stop
JaM with Hamm and Beer Man.
All right, y'all get out of here. My dogs are coming in and they're all muddy.
Come on, muddy dogs. They think we're talking to them, but we're actually talking to y'all and having a good time. There they are. Scarlett and Macy. Macy.
There's Charlie hiding over there.
There's Charlie. There's Charlie. Hey, Charlie. And we got Charlie.
Oh, hey, Suzette.
Suzette, we getting all there?
Suzette Stancomb. Lake Scott shirt there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Styling and profiling.
Profiling.
Fresh back from Florida.
Florida. See the grandkids in Florida.
Florida with where all the, would you call them Yankees down there?
All them Yankees are living down there in Florida nowadays.
Yeah.
It's a challenge. Yep. So somebody posted under that we're over on this channel. Is that how they do that? Or?
Yeah, I sent Jana the link.
We got to resend everybody links?
Yeah. Well, what they can do when they go on the other link,
Oh.
they'll see the click over here.
They said click over here.
Yeah.
Click over here.
Click over here on this one.
So what y'all think of the race this past weekend? We had a triple header there over there in where were we racing? Texas Motor Speedway, Eddie Gossage's beautiful house. And what a great time everybody had over there at Texas Motor Speedway. I think the Performance Racing Network carried the race, so we got to listen to it a little bit on the radio and a little bit on the TV here and there. But I thought it was a great race, the truck race.
Hey, Terry. Yeah, the race was awesome.
Truck race was pretty exciting. You know, we thought that Todd Dillon was going to get his first win of the year, and he ran out of gas. And that's my wife's favorite new driver, old Todd Dillon.
Oh, okay.
Driving that KBM Bush, Kyle Busch Motorsports
yeah.
truck, that Toyota. So it ran out of gas, so you can't rely on them Toyotas.
I ran into his mom a lot over at the Field of Greens.
Yep, and then the Xfinity race was a great race. Old Cole Custer pulls the win off with a great last lap battle between him and old Tyler Reddick coming down the backstretch. So,
I saw that.
So yep. So we got a Ford to win on Saturday, and then obviously you watched nothing but perfect mastery of Kevin Harvick tearing the field up in that Mobil 1 Busch Ford on Sunday. But we're going to have a new segment coming on our NASCAR Pit Stop JaM show. We're going to have a new segment we're going to call Thumbs Up or Thumbs Down. So we want to talk about the thumbs up at the racetrack. What happened on this weekend at the track? So my first thumbs up I'm going to give to Kevin Harvick for getting out of the car. He did a real classy victory lane, didn't burn out, waved to the crowd, pulled up to the flag stand, got out and did his number, grabbed the young man out of the stands, took a selfie with him with the young man's camera, and gave him the checkered flag. That's my first thumbs up I have for the night, going out to Kevin Harvick, driver of the Mobil 1 Busch Ford. engine built by this man right here, David Hamm. But that's a good thumbs up for me. So if you like that, give us a thumbs up on Kevin Harvick. What a classy move. You see a lot of times Cam Newton and all them giving away the football and the touchdowns and all that. We ain't talking about football tonight, folks. We're talking about NASCAR and giving away checker flags to young generations of the next kids coming out there to the racetrack. Did you see all the kids running around there right before he got the checker flag? But it was cool.
There's nothing in there.
We have a special appearance by my wife coming out here.
I got a harmonica box.
Come here, honey.
Okay, so anyway,
come on, baby.
The first thing I want to talk about is I want to ask you guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so.
Please do.
And then subscribe, click like on this video, and hit the bell notifications, please. And then what you're going to get is we're going to have a Hamm and Beer Man show every Monday night. It's starting at 7:30. And say hey, Paul Rodriguez.
What's up, Paul?
I'm glad y'all could find us after all the confusion with what was going on with our other live feed wasn't working out too good. So, but anyway, I'm also going to be talking about having I'll do like every week I'll talk about some kind of a hack, something that some information for what you need to do for, let's say,
Hamm's tip of the week.
Hamm's tip of the week.
Hamm's tip of the week.
We got winter coming up, so I'll talk about.
How about we call it half-baked Hamm's tip of the week?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
There we go.
So
half-baked Hamm's tip of the week, sponsored by Robinson Equipment.
And also, then we got Scott Crow Equipment here.
Don't forget about it. If you ever need some equipment, call Mr. Robinson.
There you go, Tracy. Thank you, because that was totally.
So, David, what's our half-baked ham tip of the week?
Well, so and also stick around towards the end of the video, because I'm going to talk about the number one question that I get asked. The number one question I've been asked probably over the past 20-something years about my job in NASCAR racing. So, but. Let's go ahead and do the tip of the week then.
Half-baked ham tip of the week.
That would be, what you need to do is get your car batteries ready, or your mower batteries ready, or your tractors. Any of that stuff, you need to go ahead and put a battery tender on, because it's going to be getting cold. The cold will kill batteries. So go ahead and get that battery tender, and I'll put a link to the battery tender. I'll put a link to the battery tender in the comments. I had it on the other video. If you were over there, you see that. And so, oh my gosh. So this is like the third time I've tried using this computer and this camera. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi doesn't pick up good enough out here, but it seems like the phone tends to work the best out in this shop. So maybe one of these days I'll get that together and get that all figured out. So. I'm waiting to see if old Tom Robinson's joining in with us yet. He's probably still looking for us. Anybody? So you know what we need to do is read the comments. Scott, you got your phone? You got your phone?
Yeah.
You got your let's see here. Your YouTube pulled up. Because that would be nice if we could read everybody's comments.
Just cannot connect the network.
Well, you're inside. You need to come out here where the
The
Wi-Fi is right.
Come out.
See that right there?
That's it.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. Got my live going on. All right. There we go. So we got. Hey everybody, we got Rachel Rodman, Terry Quinn, I am DHammiam, Tracy's new YouTube, so go on there and subscribe to her new YouTube, and Suzette, and there's Tom. I guess I didn't see him earlier. Hello Tom. So I was going to tell a little story, but I saw Doug Yates this morning, and we were talking about the race, of course doing the high fives and all that kind of stuff, and then we said, and then I said, yeah, Tom keeps reminding me that I should have been singing a song by now. probably about 20 different songs I should be singing by now. And so Doug Yates said, well, I guess tomorrow at break time, they may just have me sing. So I was like, well, I wasn't really asking to do it in front of the whole shop, besides when I do the happy birthdays. But just to sing a victory song, yeah, I'm not really sure. But we'll see how that works out. So we have, oh, what do you think, Scott? So, all right, I guess I'll go ahead and answer my number one question that I've been asked.
What is the number one question you've been asked, David? Because I've been wondering that question too.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Tom says Ryan Blaney has been doing that all. Y'all should be doing that for the fans and kids. Oh, you're talking about back to what Scott was saying about about having
Ryan Blaney started.
Yeah, that is true.
It's real simple. My wife and I had a discussion on the way home today. They can throw the checkered flag, right? Flag man takes that thing, furls it up, puts it down, and then he hands the basically the other one that he's going to get it to the driver, wave it around, and he can get that to the kids, and then they still get the actual original. I mean, it's real simple, but that's really cool. That's going to bring a lot of more kids to the race, and also it'll keep people around till the end of the race.
Hey,
so it's awesome. It's going to really
good.
work out great.
Hey, Steve Baker, see you on here, and Kiki Stevenson, and too bad we can't see you and Giggles.
Hope you all are staying warm across the country because it's chilly when we got home. We just did 500 miles today, my wife and I. Come back from Daytona to Statesville. We did it in about 8.5 hours. Wasn't too bad. But I got to tell you something. It's something about those Toyota Priuses. Why do they ride in the left lane and do exactly 70, 75, and will not pull over? If I see one more Toyota Prius out there, I'm going to scream.
Hold on. You know who likes a Toyota Prius?
Who?
Kyle Petty.
Kyle Petty. I know Kyle. It's cool, man. It's cool. But, dude, if you're driving, Kyle Petty, if you're driving your Toyota Prius, get it over to the right-hand lane, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right, Kyle. Get in the right lane. Because that little Prius, first of all, it's a Toyota. Second of all, it's a part electric car. So need I say more?
Look, it's a damn glorified golf cart. Get it out of the left lane, stick them in the right lane, and let me gas on and go home.
Somebody gets a little excited.
You know? Yeah, I know.
Start talking
folks,
about that.
If you're in the left lane and somebody gets up behind you, and eases over the left lane, or wants to side draft you a little bit, pull you back and get around, let them get around you.
Yeah, Tom says I'd rather walk than drive a Toyota.
That's me too. Me too. It's a glorified golf cart, Tom. They don't need it. We don't want it. Get them on the right lane and let us gas.
Steve Baker says Brad said the other day they should go hybrid in the next 5 years.
No.
Well, I'll tell you what. Is it 2022? I believe is when the current NASCAR V8 engine expires. Basically, they can switch to another form of engine in 2022.
Okay, that's still a long ways away.
But it's still a long ways
away. We got
a
lot of beer to drink between now and then, so don't worry about no hybrids.
Yeah, I'm doing the hat dance.
Yeah.
This is my new hat that I got when I was over at Penske last week after Logano won the race. See that?
Right.
Victory Lane hat.
There you go. That's a Victory Lane hat.
Yes.
Well, and Mr. So we weren't even here last week. So what did you think about Mr. Logano? Get a little bump and running the 78. I mean, there's controversy. That's what it's all about. We're out to race.
Yeah,
it kind of rolls into what Eric Amarolo had comments about at the end of the race yesterday about Joey was racing him too hard. It's racing.
So
Eric.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, that was a racing thing.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know if any other driver's just going to move over and let the guy
right
go.
Now we got Joey. Joey's going to Homestead. Kevin's going to Homestead. 2 other slots. Is it going to be Martin Truex and Kyle Busch? Or is it going to be a sleeper? I'm going to tell you right now, the number 9 ran really good in Phoenix in the past last year. So you know he's ready to come back. The 11, he's pretty hungry. He had an awful race yesterday. So there's going to be some competition. But at the end of the day, I predict Kevin Harvick won last week. Kevin Harvick's going to win next week.
Yeah.
And Kevin Harvick's going to win the next week.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's
Phoenix,
what the beer man's going with.
Phoenix is a strong race.
Four
for
car
Harvick,
all the way,
no
baby.
doubt.
Because
So,
David's got the engine built.
So Paul, yeah. I was gonna go back to what Paul said. Oh, Paul was just saying about the EcoBoost and the GT cars. You remember that? But yeah, I mean, who knows? That EcoBoost engine may come along and in the NASCARs. Who knows? But we still got a little ways to go for that. But yeah, Rachel, why is everyone blaming Joey? But I mean, right now, I think they might be a little jealous of Joey right now because as good as he's running,
He wants to win a championship.
he wants to win a championship.
When you come in and they call you sliced bread the first year, bro,
yeah,
you're going to want to win a championship.
He's gotten so close over the past 3-4 years, and Seabaker said I think they're all going to Homestead. Yes.
Hey, let me tell you right now.
They are going.
Let me tell you right now. Let's throw it up on the screen right now.
Yeah.
If it comes down to Harvick and Logano on a green-white checker at Homestead, who's your chips on? Huh? Which Ford?
Between who?
Between Harvick and Logano.
Oh, yeah.
They don't like each other.
Harvick's known
the
as
old fire suit comment, Delana wearing the fire suit?
Harvick's known as the closer.
Yeah.
And for a reason.
Logano don't care.
And, yeah. So I think that, yeah.
Yeah.
Joey's going to come back. Yeah, the 4 cars, probably the most likely the man. But, hey, I'll take the 22. And I'll take, the other opportunity, Boyer's the possibility if he wins. He's got to win this weekend.
There you go.
Yep. And then Almirola, same deal, pretty much. I know my dogs are back here going crazy. Macy and Scarlett.
So what do you got as far as thumbs down category? What didn't you like? Anything?
The thumb. Did we do a thumbs up? Nobody. I don't see any thumbs ups.
Nah, come on, people.
Yeah,
this
nobody went for that.
Fan participation. What else did you like about the race? Ford dominance. Kevin Harvick. I thought I saw some really cool stuff.
Yeah,
there was a lot of. Yeah. I bet there was a lot of team meetings.
My dogs are crazy.
Were a little uncomfortable. There were a lot of teammates taking teammates out. I know 4 teams specifically.
Hendricks.
Yeah.
Before 48.
48 and 24. They had a little tangle up. That wasn't comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in the Xfinity race, the 2 Roush cars got into it. The Ty Majeski, right?
We got some.
Ryan Reed, I think, did. Mm-hmm. And then you had the 2 Gibbs cars, the 18 and the 19.
Oh, we got some thumbs ups going on now.
There we go. We got some thumbs up.
Suzette, Terry Quinn.
There we go.
Thumbs up. So how about giving me some thumbs up on this video? I'm kind of curious how many people we got watching.
And the Childress cars got into it with Shane Lee and your boy Daniel Hemrick. And John Hunter run really good on the Xfinity race on Saturday, too.
Yeah, about that.
So we was pulling for that.
Yeah. So, Suzette, there's got thumbs up. Rachel says Joey for Phoenix. So what was our thumbs down moment?
Thumbs down?
Was whenever Almirola talked about Joey should have let him win, kind of, sort of, basically.
No, he's never racing for position. No.
Not let him win, but
the thumbs down is when
out,
NASCAR calls Jimmy Johnson and Jack Knaus as the engines get started, saying, "Oh, by the way, you turkeys are starting in the rear of the field." That was the thumbs down. And then NASCAR made the mistake. They said they failed qualifying.
There it was the thumbs down.
Or inspection 3 times, but they only failed twice. So that was the thumbs down. NASCAR got it wrong. They admitted it. They're going to fix it. It's time to move on.
I got to tell my most asked question. I think Suzette's probably ready to go watch Dancing with the Stars or whatever. She didn't say it, but yeah, there she says. There she says I got to go. All right, here we go. Here it is. This is my most asked question since I've been in the business is, how did I get my job in NASCAR? That's everybody. I mean, if I talk to somebody, it don't matter where I'm at. Somebody says, "Hey, Hamm works for NASCAR," and they're like, "Oh, really?" He said, "How did you get that job?" So basically, when I was in college, let me back up before that. When I was working in food service, I grew up in Charlotte around NASCAR, always watched NASCAR, was a huge fan as a kid. Never really thought about getting into it until later on when I started messing around with dirt track racing. Started going to the dirt tracks. And his boyish smile, who's he talking about? Anyway, probably Joey. And so then I decided that I wanted to get into NASCAR. I just wanted to go straight into NASCAR, get from the dirt tracks. So I went and applied for to get automotive service educational program at Central Piedmont Community College.
CPCC.
Yes, which was probably the best choice in my life, was to go and get that education about learn how to work on cars. And but the thing that propelled me into NASCAR, my first day in automotive class, I had brakes, and my instructor was like, "Well, it's hard to do. You got to know somebody. NASCAR is a hard sport to get into. Everybody wants a job in NASCAR." And I said, "Well, I'm going to do it." So I applied myself. I read Circle Track magazine, Stock Car magazine. I read those day in and day out while I'm working in college, and I learned everything that I could possibly learn on a car. I learned how to do starters, alternators. I wanted to, my motivation, my goal was to get into NASCAR racing. So as I was working at a dealership, I kept talking to different race teams, and I finally got some interviews. I had an interview with Hamm, very first interview with that 40 Dirt Devil car.
Hollywood.
Yep, Hollywood Hammond. And then my next one was with Barry Dodson over at Sabco. And that led me over to the machine shop with Doug Hess. And then I ended up interviewing with Doug Hess, and I ended up getting the job as a machinist in the machine shop. And as a machinist at Sabco for a couple of years, and then they moved me in to build engines, and the rest is history. I've been doing it ever since.
Come out.
24 years.
No. Then he meets me.
Well,
he says, Bearman, I'm going to want to be a jack man. I'm going to jack the race car. I said, oh, that's cool. What's going to be your first race? The Daytona 500. I go, oh, shit. So
thanks, Suzette.
A couple of years earlier, Felix fired the gas man because he had too baggy of pants and couldn't get over the wall. I'm like, dude, if you screw up the pit stop, man, you're not going to be around. Yeah. So the beer man went over there and had the pit card and helped David become the all-star jack man who he is today.
Yeah, so Scott would do the pit tours and stuff, and he would come over and say, here we have three-time all-star jack man, David Hamm. He said, come on over here and talk to everybody, David. So.
And he'd be, oh, golly.
Oh, Tom said he lost us, won't reconnect. I'm not sure why, but it must be something on his end. But yeah, I mean, of course, the beer man was already working there, and he had come up from Florida. And what did you do? Tell us your story, right?
I created a NASCAR trivia board game. Back in the day, met Felix Sabatas, and he told me, kid, you might have something, stay with it. So I moved up to Charlotte, North Carolina, and hung out a sandwich and tried to talk to sponsors and manufacturers and get it going. So I got Bill Simpson Race Products, the first guy that came on board, helped me out, and then the Goodies headache powder guy, Eddie Hickman, he was there, and Chris and Sam from Sandwich Construction Company, and then the old boys from Mellow Yellow came on board and manufactured my game, sold it on my own, and then sold it to Mattel, and then Mattel made these 124 scale cars with a little computer chip. You push the button and the trivia questions would go across the windshield, and then Felix Sabatas came to me and said, hey Scott, I got an opportunity to sell the rest of your cars and games, and you can take care of my Cougar sponsorship, and that's how I became the beer man.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history, taking care of the Coors.
As they say.
Marketing, promotions, advertising, retail activation. Is it time for music?
Yeah,
is it time for the music jam part?
I think so. We're going to do some music jam, and then we're going to head on out of here.
Oh, okay.
But if y'all would please click like on this video and subscribe to me if you haven't already. When you click like on it, then YouTube says, okay, people like it. And so we're going to put it out, and we're going to leave it sitting out here so people all over the world can enjoy it, That is the goal. And remember, every week I'm going to come on and I'm going to maybe try to help with any other. All right, so if you got any questions, go and comment on the video. And if it's questions about cars, questions about your mowers, any of that kind of stuff, I can help you with that. I'm kind of a big deal when it comes to working on stuff. So I had a phone call coming in. Cut out my phone.
Not another customer.
Probably another Hamscapes customer, but I'm sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. It's a little bit, I'm a little out of tune. I thought I had it tuned up. Just ignore the out of tuneness. Y'all got an explanation why it was buffering? I had a phone call coming in. So we're back now. of tune, but hey,
That's pretty good.
good job. Still it.
Ready? We still got any people on?
I know, yeah, we got people. I know my neighbors can't hear us.
I'm gonna do Ice Cream Man for him?
You're gonna sing it? Go ahead.
Yeah.
You go.
Sorry.
You do it.
Okay.
You're on it. Ice Cream
This is a
Man.
little tune by Van Halen. Y'all might have heard a band called Van Halen. Now, summertime, hey baby, need something to keep you cool. Now, summertime, hey baby, need something to keep you cool. Better look out now, cause Dave's got something for you. I'll tell you what it is, I'm the ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I'm the ice cream man.
Stop me when I'm passing by.
See that all my flavors are
guaranteed to satisfy.
I got good lemonade, I got Dixie cups, all them flavors and push-ups too. I'm the ice cream man, baby. Stop me when I'm passing by.
Sorry.
See that all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Hold on. Well, I'm usually passing by just around 11 o'clock. Yeah, I'm usually passing by just around 11 o'clock. If you let me cool you one time, you be my regular stop. All right, boys, I'm the ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I'm the ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by.
Sorry, y'all.
Say that all my flavors are guaranteed. All my flavors are guaranteed. All my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Yeah.
Hey, Janice says, bring us some ice cream. Hey, Paul Rodriguez brought up a good point. Have we written off the 41 car? Kurt Busch.
The 41 car?
Watch out. Watch out.
I'm gonna say I read the 41 car off unless he can pull something out of his hat. You know, I don't know. I think we're looking at the top four of the final four. Championship four: Logano, Harvick, Busch, and MTJ.
Pistachio. I would like to see. Yeah. I was gonna say MTJ get written off, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know. Like to, but maybe he'll have some bad luck at Phoenix. But you know, it would put us another Ford in there, so we'd have 75% chance going into Homestead. Wouldn't that be nice? We got 50% right now. So anyway, yeah, I want Elliott way over Toyota. Rachel Robbins says.
It's going to be a real exciting next couple of weeks. I'm real excited about going and watching some races on my
Toyota
couch.
Eagle crybabies.
And I think it's going to be just an awesome. This is some of the best races we've seen. And next year's going to be even better with the new aero package they're going to have. It's going to be some really good stuff. So enjoy your NASCAR races. Bring your friends over. Instead of watching football, baseball's over. Don't watch no basketball. Watch some NASCAR racing. And we're going to Phoenix this weekend. Another triple header on Phoenix. We got Friday night. We got at 8:30 the truck race, the Lucas Oil 150, and that's going to be on FS1 at 8:30 on Friday night. So don't forget to watch the truck race at FS1. Saturday we got 3:30. It's going to be the Xfinity race. The Whelen Trusted to Perform 200 on NBC, the big NBC, so national TV on 3:30 Xfinity race, and the big one at 2:30 on Sunday, the Cup race, the Can-Am 500, which is 500 kilometers, 312 laps. So last Sunday was our last 500-mile race of the year. So there you go. Other than that,
And the Phoenix.
we're going to Phoenix.
Yeah.
And they've got a great new layout. The front stretch is now the back stretch, and the back stretch is now the front stretch. So it's going to be a really exciting race. Just watch the race at 8:30 on FS1, the truck race. It's going to be awesome. Xfinity will be just about as awesome as it was last Saturday, and don't forget the Can-Am 500.
You always like the Phoenix race. I always like going there. It's one
Yeah.
of the best tracks.
Yeah, it's crazy. That back
Pretty
stretch,
place.
that back stretch. Now the front stretch now is going to be
Perfect
the
weather.
oh my goodness. There's going to be some more sheet metal in Dale Jr.'s farm, I'm sure.
Yep.
So-
So Steve Baker says, Johnny Sauter, I know it's a Chevy, but he has a Penske spotter.
Yep. Yep.
Johnny Sauter, which one of it works with us at Sabco?
Well, Jay Sauter came years
Jay.
ago. He drove the Sabco truck back in '95.
Yeah,
Jay
that's
Sauter.
right. Yeah, and his
Yep.
dad drove for
And then
us.
Jim Sauter came and did a lot of stuff for
Jim
us.
drove whenever Kyle broke his leg at Indy.
Yep.
He drove for us
Yep.
some at.
And
but-
Johnny, he
but-
just never even came over to Sabco. He's like, dude, I ain't going over to Sabco.
Yeah, but we had one of the Sauters that worked in the parts room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. It was one of them.
Yeah.
Johnny or one of them. I don't even remember. So anyway, all right. So we're gonna wrap up the quest. Let's see what kind of. If we got any more questions,
Yep,
they
any
should
more
race
questions?
Martinsville. They should race Martinsville in December. Steve Baker says. Here you go. In the snow, even. That'll be funny. Xfinity Bell is on the outside looking in. LOL. Paul.
Yeah, but see, Bell. They
Thanks for
gonna
the
give
show
him
and
the
jamming.
championship.
Suzette, go enjoy your show, Dancing with the Stars, I guess. I think that's what you watch. But yeah, Janice says Snowball Derby, December 1st.
Snowball Derby down,
So-
down there at Five Flag Speedway. Going to see Sterling Marlin race. I don't know. I think Jana wants to go down there in Pensacola. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe and push like, y'all. Help out David Hamm. Please.
There we go. We're going to keep this rolling. We're going to keep it going for as long as me and Scott are around, I reckon.
We reckon we're going to do it next week, but
And,
I'm going to be here for the championship show. I'll be out of town.
Oh, my goodness.
But I'll be here for next week, so.
We're talking about
it's
doing the
gonna be-
live during the race.
Oh, next
Scott's not
weekend?
going to be here for the
Oh,
championship.
no. Sorry,
Yeah,
it
so-
won't be southbound and down. Now, unless my wife will let me do something, but I don't think so. She's got something planned for me.
Well, you know how, I guess I know how that goes. But,
We're going to the Cypress Garden water ski show. Shh,
Don't tell.
Don't tell nobody.
So anyway, the music's only going to get better. The racing's going to get better, assuming we win the championship with the Fords. So anyhow, y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out next Monday night at 7:30 after Phoenix.
Love you, mean it. Go out and support the NASCAR sponsors, please.
That's right.
Yes, keep the dream alive.
Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all.
Love you, mean it.
Good night.